Good morning, everyone. I'm going to tell you my story. Honestly, I would like to hide behind my wall to tell you my story, because this is how I have lived my life. But I have learned that walls separate. They're cold and keep love out. A friend of mine broke through my wall, so now I can stand here without a wall. I was given a brick for my wall right after I was born. It was weakness. I was born with a tiny, weak body. I was often sick. And after I grew a little and was able to walk and run, I started breaking bones. My bones were not tough at all. I had broken my arms and legs for several times. But one day, my break was unlike others. I was hit by a basketball. I heard a terrifying crack as my body fell down to the gym floor. This was the worst accident yet. This required immediate surgery and a long hospital stay. I recovered enough to go back to school on crutches. I didn't think much of it until some boys at school in Mongolia made fun of the ways I hopped on my crutches. I was always the loud, fun, cool kid at school. But right then, those boys made me feel weak and ashamed. To compensate for weakness, I had first added things like introvert, then later extrovert for my wall, so people wouldn't really get to know me. With this accident, I lost my confidence. My doctor told me that this break was so bad, and he wasn't sure when I would ever able be to walk again. If I broke my leg after this one more time, he said I wouldn't ever be able to walk again, and he didn't hope for me if I could walk anymore. I was jealous when I watched other people walk, and I was adding fear to my wall too. I was scared of losing my ability to walk. Since I was little, I had taken dance lessons. I was a dancer. I was good too. I had dreams to be on a big stage, but this broken leg ended that dream. My leg kind of healed, and we moved to Japan. My leg didn't properly heal enough though. My one leg couldn't grow, so my one leg was 3 centimeters shorter than the other. To take care of this problem, I needed a complicated surgery, bone lengthening surgery. This meant I had a big metal device attached to my leg from outside. To hide it, I wore big skirts. But one day, this device was removed, and so was the metal rod in my leg. A week later, I was in the hospital recovering from surgery. I learned that one of my friends had come to visit me. It was one of my high school friends from YMCA IHS. She brought my favorite snacks, macarons. But I was feeling so ashamed. I didn't want her to see me sitting in a wheelchair. And I told the nurse I couldn't go out to see her and just to take the gift from her. In a way, I was happy behind my wall, but it was really lonely. A few months later, I was on my way to a hospital visit, and I heard the voice calling my name from behind. Amy, Amy. And this was my macaron friend. She sincerely asked me about my leg, and she hoped I would get better soon. I could tell she spoke these kind words from her heart, and my heart melted a little that day. She broke through my wall that I had put between us. I am thankful for my macaron friend. She helped me see that friends stick by your side no matter what. Real friends don't judge others for their weakness. I had only assumed everyone was judging me. While I had this wall in front of me, I realized I couldn't really care about others either. And I began to pull down my wall, one brick at a time. But it may sound strange, but putting down my wall didn't make me feel weak. It made me feel stronger. Brick by brick, I'm still taking down my wall. But sometimes I will be tempted to add bricks again. But I will always remember my macaron friend who helped me see that I was trapped behind my wall. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for being my friends.